Well guys, just like we all thought, the news keeps on coming with more reveals and more information coming out about the Halo Infinite figures that will be coming out apparently just next week, if all things are to be still believed. This reveal is going to be the full packaging and full press pictures of the 3.75-inch figures. I'm sure either later today or tomorrow we'll get the full ones for the 12-inch figures and the 6-inch figures, and then the vehicle sets and all the multi-packs, so don't be surprised if there keep being more videos from me in the next few days, because this is already my third one that I've recorded in just the past couple of days, and I'm having a lot of fun with all the new information that's coming out. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So just a quick refresher on these 3.75-inch figures. These figures are the ones that are also going to be in the same scale as the ones that are in the two multi-packs, just so you know, and they are all going to come with 14 points of articulation. They all come with different bases that can connect to one another to conform different designs. Each one is going to include a code for an in-game item in Halo Infinite. They are planned, like I said, for an October release still, and they are set to be $10. And something interesting, just kind of looking at this box art that we have for all the different figures, it is kind of interesting that each of them shows the old box art of Halo Infinite from 2019. It obviously isn't the new one that they revealed with the demo a few months ago. So I'm sure that is set to change. I'm sure, like I said, even though this is what they're saying the packaging is, I'm sure it will change when they do actually end up coming out. But again, we still don't really know a super concrete release date, even though it sure is still set for sometime in October. So getting into the figures themselves, obviously Master Chief. Basic figure, really not too much to say, still looks great, assault rifle. And obviously, like I said, all these come with an in-game code. Based on what we've seen previously, could be a weapon charm or a weapon skin or some armor skin color. We don't really know about all that stuff, but still something like that. So obviously not too much to say about Master Chief. Then the pilot still obviously doesn't have a name, but he is formerly known as the pilot on this packaging, and he is going to come with the Bulldog shotgun that is obviously replacing the normal shotgun that everyone's really mad about. And this figure also I think looks decently solid. Again, a lot of these figures, especially like the human faces, look a little weird, but that's because that's obviously like the vast minority of figures, and especially for this small of a scale and for them only being $10, again, it's not bad at all. Next figure is going to be the Jackal Sniper, which does confirm the Jackal Snipers will be making a return in the game. And this figure, out of all the ones we saw from like the prototypes in Toy Fair to the ones now, this one definitely is the biggest deviation. It actually had a completely different weapon at Toy Fair. It had the plasma pistol, but now we know that it is a Jackal Sniper with a new weapon called a Stalker Rifle, which looks very similar to the Pulse Carbine from the demo a few months ago. So that is just some cool information about that. But yeah, like I said, it looks really different than the one from Toy Fair. The one had like a completely different color scheme to it. Now it's completely blue. Still looks very classic, and I still think it looks very solid. And yeah, the Stalker Rifle, pretty solid and cool new weapon. I can't wait to see it in the game. The next is going to be a UNSC Marine, which is also his official confirmation. All the speculation, some people didn't know if it was an ODST design or like some weird merge of the two, or if it was a Marine. I think most of us figured it was a UNSC Marine. We now officially have confirmation with the Commando rifle that we of course saw in the demo, and we also have the white Mark 7 Spartan that we also saw back at Toy Fair, this time with a Pulse Carbine as opposed to the weapon it came with before. Obviously the Pulse Carbine we also saw in the demo, and I think this figure also looks very cool. And the final figure is going to be one that's a completely new reveal, which is going to be a Brute Chieftain figure, which actually we just, if you remember the video from like 2 days ago, we got the Brute Chieftain multi-pack confirmed with a kind of gold-looking Brute Chieftain that a lot of people really like the look of, but they weren't super big, that it didn't kind of have the Banished aesthetic. However, this figure looks much more like Banished Chieftains from Halo Wars 2 than, say, the ones from like Halo Reach, is what the other one looked a little bit too similar to. So it does actually come with some sort of accessory you can see that based on the other press picture we have. Looks like it goes on its back, so that is kind of cool. And again, for $10, this is a very good deal, especially looking at this figure. It looks incredibly solid, and I just am really impressed with all of them. This figure does come with the Mangler, which is obviously kind of the spiritual successor to the Mauler, and that's basically it. There are 6 figures in this line, and I am overall super impressed. I've never really collected 3.75-inch figures because Halo's never really had a line like that before, so I'm really excited to see something new, and I think the packaging looks solid. If they are still planned to go up for pre-order next week or the week after, I'm super excited, and like I said, I'm sure I will be back either tomorrow or the day after that for these same type of press pictures and packaging for the other scale of figures. I'm just super excited. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all these figures down in the comments below, and thank you all for watching Majestic Gaming.